Okay, so another car review. This one's going to be quite cool. It's a standard AP1 S2000. This is the JDM spec one, so it's an early car. It's a 99. It has been in the UK most of its life, but it was imported early on. And it's my first time driving a Honda. And this is quite a weird Honda to drive. It's not like a hatchback. So, quick specs, everyone knows. This is the F20 engine, so it's actually rear-wheel drive Honda, which is quite, apart from the NSX, it's quite rare, especially in the modern era. So yeah, S20 engine, about 252 horsepower for the JDM spec one. That's from a 2 litre, 4-cylinder, classic Honda VTEC. Damn it! Got the indicators the other way around. Always fun. Let me just let this out. So yeah, about 252 horsepower. I'm sorry, I'm just struggling with these. Okay. And this one, I've just drove a 182 Trophy, and this I think has about a similar amount of torque. I think it's 158-ish pounds. So, like everyone says, it's a Honda, so it's got no torque, but this is actually probably enough. But this is a heavier car, so in terms of weight, I think we're just under 1300, maybe 1250. It feels very solid. Kind of like this. I've not hit VTEC yet, I don't think. I think I'll know, won't I, when I do. But this is kind of classic sports car to me. Small, not small engine, but light engine. But this is modern, so it's got a lot of power. We've got a 6-speed gearbox with the nice, I think it's aluminium shifter, I might be wrong. But I know this car is like nothing special to some people, but to me it's quite cool having a standard one. It's nearly 20 years old, this car, and like any car that I review normally, I'm watching the prices, and this one is definitely going up. A lot of people have been pushed out of the NSX, looking at these. It is different because it's rear-wheel drive. You can't compare it to something like an MX-5 because it just goes about things so differently. I don't think the MX-5 engine was anything radical when that came out. It was just adequate for the weight. I think that car was all focused on simplicity. So this is quite a heavy car. This is the heaviest car I've driven for a while, and it doesn't feel it. It's quite interesting. It's on its original clutch, but they did a recall because it's a bit juddery. But people's opinion is if they don't mind it, then it's not mechanically anything wrong with it. It's just a kind of a feel thing, like a quality assurance point. It's interesting they dropped a clutch like this into a kind of, because it's not a track car, this isn't a race car, especially 99 as well. I've been intrigued by these cars. I'm honest, I've never wanted to own one just because I like convertibles, but here in England you don't get much use of them. But I've got no complaints with the roof on now. It's not rattly or anything. It seems like it'd be a nice car to live with. So, I mentioned before this is a JDM spec one, so that means it's got a slightly higher compression ratio. I think it's 11:7:1. So that means they can eke a bit more power out of these JDM engines. It's the same with any Honda or Japanese car, they just like to get more power. So, open road. I do like to test the torque open road for a bit. So okay. It's what you need, but I can tell straight away this car needs to go through the gears. Dashboard is quite interesting on these. It's digital and it's all in front of you. It's actually quite a nice design. I'm a really big fan of old-fashioned just needles, speedo and revs. But especially as this goes all the way to 9,000, then it's not a bad way of showing that. So this particular car's on 50,000 miles, but I guess for Honda that's quite low mileage. But yeah, around town this feels very tight. Obviously I've gone from French hatches and old BMWs, so it's quite refreshing actually to drive something Japanese and well put together. 36s, this is smooth. It does have a full interior, it is, you know, it hasn't been gutted, but I'm told the tyres aren't very good on this car, so I'm not going to try any drifting and take it steady, but you've got to give the car a good hammering. We've just seen a 350Z come past us, and to me, this it must offer similar power to those. I know those are big S2000 V6s, but they can't be 300, so, because they're sports coupe, I know you can get convertibles, but they've kind of bottomed out. This is really nice. The one thing I want to go on to is the engine, because I find this really interesting on the internet. So, to me, Hondas are all about the 4-cylinder, you know, they've always had records for the highest production engine for, you know, horsepower per litre, and this one is unique to this car, so that's fair. So this is an F20 engine, so it's the JDM one. Now, to me, it's bespoke for this car because it's a rear-wheel drive configured layout, but what I found interesting on the internet is people actually put K20s and K24s in these. Now, Honda people tell me if I'm wrong. I can't see why. This comes with 250 out of the box. I suppose it's not as tunable, maybe. I think that's the issue. If you want, I don't know why you want more power, but if you want more power, you've got to go down the supercharger or turbocharging route. So this car has forged internals, so I think there is scope to take up the power on these with forced induction, but again, it's a large commitment. I think the knowledgeable Honda guys put K20 or K24s in these because I think there's probably more aftermarket support. If you know the engine well, you can drop it and put in. Cost as well. I did look at these engines because one of my mates was looking into Mark II Escorts, and a common conversion is to put one of those engines in. But these engines go for a lot of money on the internet, so I assume a K series is kind of out the box slower, but if you know what you're doing, you can get similar power. I know that there's for Honda stuff, which I find interesting, is the Frankenstein build, where you get a K20 head and put it on the K24 block, so you lose a bit of revs, but you've got so much more torque. And I think those all-motor engines can make about 300 horsepower, which is really impressive. This has to be one of the smoothest petrol cars I've driven in a very long time. I think that the mileage helps, but delivery is really pleasurable. Okay, so these kind of bottom out at £4 grand, a bit scruffy, UK spec, which isn't a bad thing, but I'm told rust is an issue on these. So if you're looking at the bottom end of the market, be prepared to put in some rust repair. I guess it's because it's quite a massively produced car, and it pays to look around. There's always going to be a better one out there, and maybe for that much more money. the bottom end of that market, then you start to creep into decent examples of these. They're the same purpose. Okay, a GT86 might be a bit more practical. That's cool. Tom's pointed out to me that the steering is electronically assisted, which I'm really surprised about. I didn't, when I know Civics are, but I didn't think about that coming into this test, and I'm surprised by the weighting and feel. I think it's just how Honda works, you know, they're efficient, so electrical makes sense. I'll be honest, there are a few times where it's just my driving style. I haven't been in the right gear, and again, I say it's a challenge. You're not suffering, but you just, because you have less torque, you just need to use more of the revs. It's just, but it's more fun. Like, what's that tone? It's nimble, no question about that. It's a nice rear-wheel drive chassis. I can only compare it to V36. I've driven a standard 325, and that's a good road setup. This is nice. Yeah, so Tom's had the car 6 months. It's only had an 02 cents to go on it, which I don't think anyone can get angry at. And like he says, it's a normal VTEC engine, so it's going to use a bit more oil than another standard 4-cylinder car. But you got to think these are really not race tuned, but these are really high spec engines from the factory, especially being a JDM one. But there's no reason why I can't see this engine goes way over 100k, and even one on 100k will be in good health. It's been looked after. So yeah, still on the power, that's fine. And then the VTEC. I'm not saying this for effect, but I'm surprised by this power. on an ownership proposition, just from the other cars I have, but as a standalone car, this is quite a good bit of kit. The large difference between AP1 and AP2 is the chassis setup and kind of driver aids. So this being an AP1, as I said, it's easy to spin. It's a bit twitchier on the limit, whereas the AP2s have a bit of a softer setup, just the way they calibrated the suspension geometry, and also the newer ones came with traction control. And to me, it's a logical product life cycle thing that when a manufacturer brings out a car, they facelift it, and you got to remember that the car wasn't always aimed at enthusiasts; it was aimed at someone who wants a cool looking car. So your enthusiast might want the twitchier one. Then again, someone who wants to hit 10 temps might want something with a bit more convenience. But I guess the great thing is you can choose between the two. To me, I think the hardcore models always appreciate better than the non-ones. So yeah, I'd have to drive an AP2 to give you a good comparison. But to me, I'm glad I've driven the more raw and focused version. I think that AP2s with 2.2 displacement as well, don't they?
Yeah, lower red line as well.
Lower red line. So again, I like using the red line, and the higher the better. Again, I'm told the JDM one that we're in has a higher red line than the UK one, which makes sense, high compression. And apparently it's 9,200 and we've got a straight now, so... yeah, I think we've covered most of the main points on this. Again, perfect day for it. And a big thank you to Tom for letting me take it out. I'm a stickler for originality, but I struggle to see what you can do on this car with the tyres to make it any better. And I'm not complaining against the tyres. I just think it's a point Tom's mentioned that he'd address if he wasn't trying to slide it as much. Let's use some power. That's me thinking, that's fine. Yeah, so I guess a Japanese import wouldn't be a bad idea if it's been there its entire life. Or like I said before, if you're at the lower end of the market, be prepared to pay for rust. I think it's a better opinion to be prepared to look at rust on any of them and just make sure you get it thoroughly checked out, which I think Tom has done. I can't really fault this. I'd love to have it for a day and find the limit, but you can't do that in a review. Yeah, I'm bouncing off what Tom says a bit here, and he said he's not fully bonded with the car yet, in the way he has with his trophies, but he has gone through more than one 182. To me, it's a novelty driving it, so that's probably why I'm really impressed. I can get where he's coming from, saying it's a very efficient motor, maybe not as much character as an old French hatchback. So it's characterful in terms of the VTEC engine. A non-turbo VTEC engine is always going to be characterful in my opinion, especially in this era, be it like B series, K series, F series. Yeah, if it's because it has so few flaws, then you could look at it as stale, but I'd have to live with it. But to me, it's definitely a second car. It must be refreshing just to jump in it and everything works. I get the maintenance point as well. That if there's quirks with it and you know how to fix them, you hit the car when it breaks. But then when you fix it, it's that love-hate, isn't it? Okay, that concludes another review. A big thank you to Tom again for letting me do this. Again, any subscribers who want me to drive their cars, I know it's a weird thing, but it is actually really cool to share the experience. Please get in touch. I don't always check YouTube messages, so Instagram's quite a good one. That's how Tom found me. It's JDR Motors. Overall, really impressed with the Honda. The solidity of it, the composure, even electronic steering. I kind of want one. But it isn't going to fit into my current fleet. It just doesn't work. And again, it might not be as an obtainable chassis as the E36 or 350Z even, because of the cost. And this is an AP1 and he wants to keep it original, and anything he does he'll want to make it reversible, so bear that in mind. Please help us on our quest for 1,000 subscribers. We're about 350 at the minute, so we're getting there. What else? Awesome day, thank you Tom. I'm probably going to let him go now because it's been a while. Sorry if these have been a bit brief. It's weird reviewing a car with the owner that sat next to you. Obviously it's the best way for trust and stuff. I'm really conscious about me speaking, and sorry if they came across a bit weird, but this is my opinion. And give me some more cars and we'll get some more reviews out. I can't afford to buy every car I review. But awesome day. Honda, so yeah, brilliant engine, brilliant gearbox, good chassis, very competent. Maybe not as maybe it's too competent, some could say, but awesome day. And let's go.